In honor of Hudson Restaurant Week, I'm here at Liberty House Restaurant in Jersey City with award-winning cuisine and incredible views of the New York skyline. I'm here with Ken Trickoli of the Liberty House Restaurant in Jersey City, and in honor of Restaurant Week, he's going to be making...
We're doing a pan-seared Atlantic salmon. It's going to be with orzo pasta, fresh local English peas, local pearl onions, and we're going to be doing it with a little bit of a butterscotch butter sauce and a little bit of fresh pea tendrils, which are the pea leaves on top. It's really nice for the summertime, and we are featuring it for our restaurant week as well.
So tell me, give me a little tour and tell me what you're going to be doing to start.
So we have the salmon. These are beautiful Atlantic salmon, and what you're looking for real quick is you're looking for that nice, it's got like a little sliminess, you know, real nice, and that shows the freshness. Real nice clean gills. These are beautiful hand-picked salmon for us that we use, that we get on a daily basis. What we're going to do here, I'm going to shift around, is just a little bit of olive oil in the pan again. It's going to take a minute to heat up. Get that going. We're just going to take a nice piece of salmon. It could be grilled as well if you're using your grill out in the barbecue. We're just going to put a little bit of nice salt and pepper. I like to mix mine so it's ready to go for volume purposes. But and then basically we're just going to sear off the salmon. You want the pan when you're searing your salmon to get nice color. You're looking for that caramelization, so you want a nice smoking point. Not smoking where you're going to set off the fire alarms in your house, but nice sear so you can get some color on there, and it actually has a nice crispiness when you cut in, so you have that nice crispy outside and a moist center. And then what we're doing is I've started this sauce. You could do this ahead of time. I took a little bit of this butter nips, which is a butterscotch liqueur, with a little bit of shallots and white wine, and I reduced it down to almost all the liquid has been removed, just a little bit left, and then I added up just a touch of heavy cream, and then we're going to finish it with a little butter. It's a real nice sauce, and it really gives off a nice flavor to complement the salmon.
Now, is this something easy for folks at home to make?
Very simple. This is one very, very simple dish. We're just going to take, now the pan's ready. See, just a little smoking point, not too crazy. Take the salmon, and I always do this, the show side down is very important. And when you use a hot pan, you almost never need a you stand back, you almost never need a non-stick pan, because the coating of the oil in the pan actually acts as a release. So as it's searing, you're also removing that that stickiness that sometimes you're trying to scrape that off and it's sticking, and that's just because the pan's not at the correct heat. If you let it get that little bit of smoking point, it'll always release, and you never have to worry about the pan. And actually, it's even better is when you're done, it's easier to clean up. So I like to use a nice flexible fish spatula, something they can get under the fish, something rather than a hamburger spatula is that thick, and this is nice, flexible, it gets underneath. So you want to get a nice little bit of color on here, and then you can take a peek if you want. You can see how it's released itself. So it's about ready. I mean, depending on how much color you want. All we do is gently. It's not even sticking, so we're good. That's it, and that's going to go in about a 350-degree oven. I'd say if you're at home, I would say a 350-degree oven, about 8-9 minutes.
And what is that from the stove to the oven?
It's giving that sear, and now you're gently roasting it just enough so that you're cooking the inside to a nice medium where it's nice and moist in the center. I like to always finish it in the oven. It really just takes that heavy high heat, and it kind of brings it down and lets it loosen up so it's not so tight. Almost like a resting period when you're taking out a piece of meat and you want it to rest because of the juices. This process is almost letting the fish rest on through the cooking process. All right, so now we're just going to add a little bit of butter to this pan here. All right, a little bit. All right, and it's okay. I like a little brown butter. It's nice. Brown butter always gives a little bit of toastiness to it. So just a little bit like that. Let it melt down. We're going to add a little bit of this is orzo pasta. Okay, pre-blanched. All right. These are fresh English peas that were freshly shucked, right, from a local farm.
So a lot of nice color.
Yeah, a lot of nice color. We have some pearl onions, again, right? That's it. We do a little salt and pepper. Real simple. All right, we're just gonna put those, and it's done basically. That's all you need to do is heat that up. If you'd like to add some herbs, you're welcome to do that as well. We got a nice. We're just gonna take this. Excuse me. Nice little. Should have put this in the center, real nice. And again, if you're doing this on a platter, you could just kind of spoon this right across the platter. Some nice colors going on there. All right, that's done. And then we have our sauce. Our sauce, again, is a reduction of a little bit of butterscotch, butter nips. Which is a liqueur with some shallots and a little butter and cream. That's all it is. And then all we need to do is we're going to take our salmon, nicely cooked. That would go in the center like that. Real simple. And then we take our sauce. Nice. Just going to spoon it around. You can smell, I don't know if you can smell that, yeah, the butterscotch there. You put it on top, yeah, like that. And then the very last thing is, these are the fresh pea tendrils I was talking about. These are actually the pea shoots or the pea leaves that grow from the peas. They have a real nice pea flavor, and they're beautiful. And you can find them in some of the local markets and farms that are actually selling the fresh peas now. I just took a little extra virgin olive oil, a little salt, pepper. And we're just going to kind of just toss that nice, get a little flavor, and that just sits right on top like a nice salad like that. That's it. And then I took some fresh plums. Now these are actually California black plums that have been just cut into big pieces and cooked down with just a pinch of sugar, a little bit of shallots, and a little bit of vinegar. And the natural sweetness of the plums come out. And it's just a real nice way to just add a little bit of extra something. And the acidity actually, because salmon has a little bit of that fattiness to it, that butteriness the salmon has, and this chutney or jam, if you will, has just enough acidity to help balance the dish.
Some of the best restaurants are right here in New Jersey, and Liberty House is a participating restaurant in Hudson Restaurant Week, so come down and try the food.